Guess what? I couldn't figure out how to go live. I couldn't figure out how to go live from a new lesson learned. So now I know how to figure out how to go live when I'm in a live. And I'm going to this time I'm going to share my entire screen. I don't think. Okay. I don't think that's what I want. Let me stop sharing. See this process. This is a great process. And I thank the two individuals that waited for me to try to figure this out. I'm going to attempt to share my screen again. And today was the first day that I did add Chat GPT, but first I learned about this tool. So it wasn't today. Yesterday, I found out about Manus AI, and I'm only going to discuss it briefly because I did the application process for. I tried to do the application process on my laptop, but I never found where you go to join there. So I literally had to go in. I had to go in on my iPhone to figure out how to it'll it has the same information as you can see from the laptop site. However, on their app, it leads in with the introductory video, and it tells you to leave it to Manus. Manus is a general AI agent that bridges minds and actions. It doesn't just think, it delivers results. Manus excels at various tasks in work and life, getting everything done while you rest. And there was an introductory video. I can well, it actually just reflects. There's an introductory video, and then there is a tab that says Try Manus. It's going to ask you, activate your account. Welcome to Manus. We're currently in private beta. To get started, please enter your invitation code. It's not an invitation code that you have, but you can join the wait list. And I already did. I already joined the wait list yesterday. Thanks for your interest in Manus. We have received your request and will review it soon. Once approved, we will send you a notification, and they'll send it to the notification for the email that you used in your application. But me sharing that you can go on your laptop and you can find out and do all the information, watch the video. I had to go on my phone in the app in order to join the wait list. But the creator that I was watching that was sharing the information on it, he said in the line that asked about your use case, he said to say that it's what you're using the app for to help me with digital marketing. And when it asks for what your job profession or what you do, I teach people to make money with AI. That those were the two tips that he was giving his community. And I will make sure, because I want to definitely give him the creator, I want to give the creator credit for this piece of information. So let me just go in my history. On this stream for me to. Because I'm actively, I can actually see, thinking out loud, I can actually go in my history on my phone. But while I'm at it, have you all heard of Manus? I'm looking forward to it because from ChatGPT and DeepSeek, I have gotten such amazing things accomplished and done, and I've gotten a new perspective. And DeepSeek, I will do a deep dive into DeepSeek. That was one of the apps that I was kind of skeptical of how much better can it be than ChatGPT, since I had just started using ChatGPT last year. But I do, it thinks. So the thing with DeepSeek, before it gives you any output or any suggestions to what you're asking it, you watch it think. You literally watch the app think. So there's a lot of copy and text that riddles the screen like the Matrix. And you literally get to see that. And it's just an interesting thing to see. And then once it's finished thinking, it will deliver as close to what you asked it to as possible. Okay, the creators, there's an ad. Nick Ponte, Ponte. I am, there is a number of creators that I'm going to start watching their channels so that I can find out the best tools to use. And after I personally use them and know how I'm able to use them as a veteran, as a leader, as a former federal employee, as someone actively in the job market looking for a position, but also building a brand and hoping that I don't necessarily have to go back into the job market, that I could generate both passive and consistent income and wealth, because it's not about the money anymore. Because I made good money in the military, and along with being a dual status DA civilian. But once everything went left, or once everything went haywire, it it could be gone in an instant. It could be gone in an instant just for inflation and the cost of living not going up along with the expenses that we had. So knowing that, but that's how I found out about that's how I found out about this particular app and this particular tool, AI tool, generative tool. And I also, his suggestion, I'll keep you posted on if how long I'm on the wait list. Because he does have a community, and he did tell his community how to get on faster. So he said those were some of the tips. But of course, his community did get the information, and they were able to do their request early. So with that being said, I wasn't going to stay on as long this time. And Manus isn't the only tool. So what I'm currently using, again, ChatGPT, when I used it for the first time, I was just asking it how to create. So the avatar that I already had, I was kind of asking it if someone asked me any questions about my avatar or how I created it, or if they didn't want for me to create their avatar. The first, some of the first things that I asked ChatGPT was to give me some steps, because I know the steps that I took, but I also was, I also didn't fully believe that you can be fully faceless on an account and build your brand. I didn't have the buy-in. And I wanted to be able to make my alter ego a little bit better. So I asked ChatGPT some pointers on that, great pointers. And then the pointers were so good, I was like, oh, okay, I can write and flesh this out and make it available to individuals. And that led me to a few people that are currently in the crew. And I did do a service where if they bought the ebook, because it was early on and I was trying to build that community. So if they bought the ebook, that I would make an avatar for them. It would be totally their alter ego. So hair, clothes, and I didn't turn the profile over to them, but I would do a couple of videos, 2 or 3 videos, and I would do a series of different photos that they could use in content. And then once they were ready and they said if they liked it or not, the avatar or not, I would create where they were being introduced into my community and they were partying or celebrating with AK the avatar. So that was fun. So I had about seven welcome, hey, join the party of the crew of kisses. So that was fun. And I still have a few. I had some people that were there when I originally did the avatar in 2022, because I created her in December of 2021. So yeah, so there was a few people a few of the crew were there already, and then as they bought the ebook, I was creating more. More people came into the crew, and for the bartering piece, because they didn't pay for that, they would let everybody know, hey, this is something that I would do. I can